Tragedy, a concept that has consumed my existence, like a relentless flame that engulfs everything in its path. It has shaped me, molded me into something unrecognizable, into a vessel of pain and despair. I am Obito Uchiha, a name that now carries the weight of 1,000 sorrows. And as I stand here, consumed by the darkness that resides within, I cannot help but reflect on the nature of tragedy and its insidious hold over our lives. Tragedy, my dear friend, is the cruel hand of fate that reaches out and shatters the fragile illusions of happiness we cling to. It lurks in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, tearing apart our dreams and leaving us broken, vulnerable, and alone. It is an unforgiving force that cares not for our hopes, our desires, or our very existence. It simply is, an omnipotent force that reminds us of our insignificance in the grand tapestry of life. I have witnessed tragedy in its purest form, its malevolent touch searing through the core of my being. It began with the loss of my beloved Rin, a bright light extinguished by the machinations of a world plagued by darkness. In that moment, I felt the weight of the universe crashing down upon me, crushing my spirit, and leaving nothing but despair in its wake. It was a tragedy that set in motion a chain of events that would forever alter the course of my life. But tragedy does not discriminate. It does not confine itself to the realm of the individual. It extends its tendrils to encompass entire nations, leaving behind a trail of devastation and heartache. The history of our world is marred by countless tragedies, from the countless wars that have claimed the lives of innocent people to the greed and corruption that taint the souls of those in power. It is a constant reminder of the darkness that resides within humanity, a reminder that no matter how far we progress, tragedy will always find a way to rear its ugly head. Tragedy, my dear friend, has a way of revealing our true selves. In the face of unimaginable loss, we are stripped of our pretenses, our masks of happiness and contentment. We are forced to confront the depths of our own sorrow, our own pain, and in that confrontation, we either crumble under its weight or rise from the ashes, reborn with a newfound strength. For me, tragedy became a catalyst for transformation. It awakened a dormant power within me, a power that allowed me to defy the constraints of reality, to reshape the very fabric of existence itself. But with that power came a heavy burden, the burden of knowing that I could never undo the tragedies that had befallen me. No matter how hard I tried, how desperately I wished to turn back the hands of time, the past remained unchanged, an immutable reminder of the pain I had endured. And so, I embraced the darkness. I became the harbinger of tragedy, wielding its power as a weapon against a world that had forsaken me. I sought to bring about a grand tragedy, to reshape the world in my own image, to create a reality where pain and suffering would cease to exist. But even in my pursuit of such a lofty goal, I came to realize the futility of it all. Tragedy, my dear friend, is an integral part of the human experience. It is woven into the very fabric of our existence, an inescapable truth that binds us all. It is through tragedy that we find strength, that we discover the depths of our resilience and the capacity for growth. It is through tragedy that we learn to appreciate the fleeting moments of happiness, to cherish the bonds we forge with